What's up, everybody? Well, today I am here to introduce to you the original Hoover Concept 1. So what I have right here is a Hoover Concept 1 model U3101, one of the original variations of the Hoover Concept 1 that debuted in the late 70s. Now, originally when I got this, I originally wanted to get the U3105 model. That's the green version of this. But how I ended up getting this one is I came across this on Facebook Marketplace that was pretty local in my area for a very reasonable price. And it was in excellent condition. There doesn't seem to be a thing wrong with it. I can't make out an entire blemish around the entire machine. And I got this thing around before the 4th of July because I kind of figured why not celebrate America's independence kind of odd way other than buying an all-American vacuum. Believe it or not, this was made before Hoover even moved the manufacturing to Maytag. This was an all Hoover manufactured vacuum. And it was very advanced in its time. Now, these concepts were made to basically, as the successor to the Hoover Dial-O-Matic, and it still retained features like the high-end Dial-O-Matics do, like self-propelled technology. Basically, how it works is there's this little lever right here that moves up and down depending on how the force you move on the handle. So it moves the self-propelled transmission forwards and backwards. Anyways, move along down here. This does come with a retractable cord, typical concept style. What really intrigues me about this is that it's an all retractable cord, but it has this little notch as if it were to come with a traditional wraparound cord. I'm not too sure why Hoover did that. I'm thinking it was probably to cut costs from manufacturing. So anyway, up here on the handle, as you can see, this does have a 2-speed motor, meaning you have a low speed and high speed for, depending on if you're cleaning low pile area rugs, you can use the low speed so it doesn't take the rug with it. Or you can use high speed for this pile of carpet. Essentially, that was the old way of suction control back then. So anyway, as we move down here, you have your old Hoover Concept 1 lettering. Interesting little Hoover symbol right here. So come down here, you have your traditional Hoover symbol there, power drive lettering right up there, because this is the self-propelled model. You have a 3-position carpet height adjustment. Well, actually, if you put it all the way to the lowest, this thing will self-adjust. So basically, this is an automatic carpet height adjustment setting. Then you have right here for plush, which is what I usually keep it on. And then you have a feature for shag. Just like that. Puts in its highest carpet height setting for shag carpet. If you have issues adjusting the carpet height, tilt the unit forward to ease adjustment. So anyway, let's go ahead and flip this thing underneath just to show you the underside of it. Show you what this thing was all about back then. Look at this. I honestly wasn't expecting this. It's got an all-metal brush roll. This is Hoover's legendary Quadraflex brush roll. So it has soft, replaceable brush strips with these brush roll stiffeners on the back. So how they work is while the bristles are making contact with the carpet, the stiffeners help keep the bristles straight. So you get excellent agitation, but the soft bristles will help groom the carpet much better. And they aren't as much carpet shredders as stiff bristle brush rolls. And this Quadriflex is in near perfect condition. This honestly looks a lot better than the Quadriflex that's in my non-self-propelled Concept 1. And even my Concept 2, which has the same style brush roll. As we move down here, here is your self-propelled transmission. Another thing that uses all metal construction, which I'm really amazed by that. I mean, normally I've seen the self-propelled drive casings for these are plastic, or at least they became plastic when these vacuums started progressing in their production. See, it's got drag drive wheels. Later models came in black. Right here is the little slide arm for the self-propelled transmission. Basically, it moves left or right, basically controlling the transmission either moving forward or back. And now let's go ahead and flip the machine back up. Here are your rear hubcaps right here. Interestingly enough, they don't cover the entire wheel. They only cover the center part where the bolt mounts to the wheel to the shaft. So I kind of like it. It's blue in the center, and you have a little chrome ring around it. And then the outside, it's exposed. Pretty interesting hubcap design back then. You have the 3-position handle. Basically, the one position lowers it into its vacuuming position. The other one will lie it totally flat. And right here is your gain access to your bag. Believe it or not, in old bag vacuums in the past actually had these outer bags were actually made out of vinyl instead of cloth, which eventually they decided to move to cloth bag because it offers better filtration than just these vinyl bags. As you can see, there's a lot of holes in it, and that's just for airflow for the bag. And this is your Hoover Type A bag. This is a generic cloth HEPA bag just for increased filtration. So anyway, let's go ahead and show you the model number down here. So right here, Hoover Cleaner model U3101. This has a 5.6 amp motor. I don't know what year this thing is from because this is the days before they changed the serial number when they moved the manufacturing to Maytag. If anyone knows how to serial date these old Hoovers, please let me know. But as you can see right here, it is from the Hoover Company in North Canton, Ohio, and made in the US of A. Which these things will definitely hold up much better than the Chinese-made garbage that Hoover makes today. Yeah, you can barely get parts for these anymore. You'll be lucky if you can even find belts for this. But they do outlast any Chinese TTI-made junk that Hoover makes today. So anyway, now let's go ahead and unravel the cord here. Which this is in literally perfect condition. I have not found one nick, cut, or fray anywhere in this power cord. And it is surprisingly long. The only thing I do have an issue with is every so often it doesn't want to catch. Yeah, see? It doesn't like to catch when you let go of the cord rewind sometimes. So you kind of have to slowly let it catch. Otherwise it won't lock in. So, I spoke too soon. There's one tiny little nick right there, but the rest of the cord is in excellent shape. So anyway, let's go ahead and plug this baby in. And now we'll go ahead and turn this thing on and demo it for you guys. Now, unfortunately, when I got this, one of the headlights was blown and I was too impatient to get a replacement. So I just robbed a couple LED bulbs from another concept machine. So now it has a white LED bulb color to it. So anyway, here we go. There's low speed. That's high speed. Man, this thing runs very smooth. Yeah, it's a bit loud, but that's the thing. A lot of vacuums back then were pretty loud. But anyway, I've grown used to it. Heck, I'm used to the noise a Hoover Elite makes, and those things are probably way louder than this. But anyway, yeah, does sound like it could use a new belt here one of these days, because it almost sounded like the brush roll wanted to stall out. It definitely does not need a self-propelled belt, because that thing was literally throwing me around. This is probably the healthiest self-propelled I have ever used. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video on the original Hoover Concept 1. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.